I don't have my cup of tea.
Tea.
Do you guys?
No.
Oh dear.
So it says waiting still on YouTube.
According to this, I think we're now live on YouTube. Let me just have a little look. Morning. Yeah, just having a look to check and see. Are we on the channel? Oh, anybody going to say hello to us this morning?
Oh, we are live.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, guys.
Got your coffee at the ready.
Coffee at the ready. Let's get
and check out my latest video on coffee and cats as well.
Oh, coffee and cats.
Coffee and cats, yeah.
Coffee and cats. Oh.
Becky says hello. Hello, Becky. She's moderating our comments today. And we are here for another Cat Club Sundays, episode 2. So thank you so much for joining us, lovely ladies. It's myself, Sam, founder of the Cat Show Live, Amanda, clinical cat behaviourist, Kitty City, and all things cat, and moderator and awesomeness, BD. And yeah, we're super happy to be back with everybody again. So what's been happening since last time? Amanda, you have a couple of new additions, don't you, I believe?
I have, yeah, but we won't mention the name of one because at the moment it's a secret. So I may be doing a little bit of competition. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. But I can show you the first edition, and everybody knows his name, I think. So bear with me. Oh, this yard of pump water.
Oh.
So this is Bueno.
Oh, Bueno.
And he's a big boy, and he's 9 months.
He's gorgeous.
He's absolutely beautiful. And he is the boss, and he has been running those Bengals round left, right, and centre. It's unbelievable. And then kitten number 2 is just a diddy kitten, and he's a Seal Point ragdoll. So there'll be more to come about him, but yeah, he's absolutely gorgeous. So obviously I've done it in the context of research for Kitten Kindergarten. So there's nothing, I'm not benefiting in any way of having these delightful new kittens. It is just for the Cat Show, Live Cat Club, and Kitten Kindergarten. So you can thank me later.
Well, someone's got to do it, haven't they? Someone's got to bring the kittens.
Absolutely. People have been saying, I'm getting broody for kittens. So great, over to Hope Alley, get your kittens there, because they'll be having lots if they haven't already got lots. And there's all the breed rescues, of course, as well. So that's where these kittens have come from. They've come from Raggy Paws Breed Rescue. So there's lots of breed rescues out there.
Incredible. And there are so many incredible rescues at the event as well, and I think there's so much news coming up for what we're doing with rescue and how we're supporting there, but it's quite a minefield, really, isn't it, to even begin to know where to search for a rescue and if it's trusted and whether you're going to get the support afterwards. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about going to a smaller rescue is they're very hands-on, aren't they? You get your follow-up messages whether it be via Facebook, via WhatsApp, and they really care about the new homes those kittens are going to and make sure that you feel supported for anyone considering it for the first time. So we've got David in the comments. They're back. Hi guys, thank you for joining us. Hello, our favourite feline friends of all time. Never fear, the party ring guys are here. Amazing.
I'm on the outside of this joke. I need to know. I need to be.
I know that one. I'm going
to need to be brought into the fold. I feel in time for the event, but I do love a party ring.
It's one of those things that there's actually not that much to it, other than I think in one of the live streams previously we were talking about our favourite biscuits or something, and or we were going to make it a party via the party rings. I can't even remember the original joke now, but
I feel some party ring graphics and designs coming to the show this year.
I am making a note of that, definitely.
Cat Club Corner, it'll become Party Ring Corner.
I love that. Yes, that's such a great idea. So that leads us to our first point. Retail Avenue is now live on the website, which we've been promoting the last few weeks. That just means that you can have a look at home which brands are going to be there. You can start to plan your day, even plan your budget for the day, see where you're going to spend on certain stores. And both BD and Amanda have got plenty of experience of running a stall at the event, and what that entails. So yeah, what did you think about Retail Avenue from your experience?
I loved it. It was just that for me, there wasn't enough time because I was either on stage or I was on my stand. So to be able to go round, and it's only when I've watched the videos back, I was thinking, crikey, there's all these fabulous stands there, amazing retailers. Obviously, everything's to do with cats in there. So yeah, take big bags as well. You just take lots of them because there's always going to be something that you didn't know you wanted in Retail Avenue. And you're supporting not only trusted brands, but you're supporting independent small retailers as well, which I think is fantastic. And there was lots of different brands. I mean, I know Bev, you has a lot to do with the Wildcat Co. I mean, there's obviously lots of different stands there, so I'm not just saying that these are, the best ones to go to, but if you do go to them, they were amazing. And that's for anyone who doesn't know, they're little freeze-dried treats for cats, but she makes them so beautifully. So if you wanted to buy a pot for a cat parent as a gift, and you haven't got a cat yourself, then that's brilliant. There was cat cards, wasn't there? Cat paintings. There was lots of different things. So, and not just what you'd normally expect either. So on my stand, I did different packs for kittens, for geriatric cats, and multi-cat homes. So again, that's something a little bit different that you wouldn't get anywhere else. It was just all put together for you from a behavioural point of view.
Yeah.
And there was the big brands as well, wasn't there? So your food, your litter, and the generic things that you'd expect there to be in anything to do with cats.
That's it. I mean, and like you say about picking up something unexpected, I mean, the first year I got a mouse, like a homemade mouse with a huge long tail from a brand called Mimi's Daughters, who hand makes these beautiful toys. And I kid you not, I use that every single day. Like my one cat, Hannibal, just absolutely loves chasing it. He's an American short hair, so used to chasing things on the floor. And for some reason, cats just have this thing, don't they, where they hone in on one toy, like that's their favorite one. And I use it every single day, and it's something I would have never normally got. And the same with Happy Kitty blankets too. I didn't even know those existed before the show, and now they're my go-tos for keeping my cats calm and
happy. Amazing. You can see my jar there, and I use that a lot for show and tell for clients. And it amazes me that the people that don't know of these different things that they can have and implement in their home for cats enrichment, and they are fantastic. And I say to them, go and get one, go get two. If you've got 3 cats, get one each. And every single person will message me back and say, wow, they were fantastic. So again, and using the retailers from Retail Avenue, I've picked up some great ideas for enrichment too that I didn't know were out there. So you don't have to just go to your big supermarkets for, targeted for pets. You don't have to go there. Support a local independent business, and you're going to get something that is probably perfectly handmade, made with love and care, and the cats are really going to enjoy it. And there was one thing else that was really, really good that I picked up last year. Let me show you.
Yes, the Cat Show Live
cushion. I was thinking, what is that? I didn't recognise it.
Yeah. This is the crinkly valerian pillow from the Cat Show Live. That was in the I know you sell these as well though, don't you?
We do sell them, yes. We're on the final run of those. So once they're sold out this year, that will be no more, and it will be part 2.
Well, for anybody who doesn't know, it might look very sort of innocuous and what on earth is that? But it actually does quite a few things, because firstly, it's got the smell of valerian, which is fantastic, because everyone thinks that cats should just have catnip, and that can be quite, well, not all cats are attracted to it, but if you've got a multi-cat home, it can actually be quite triggering to aggression. So valerian is still a cat attractant, but it's very calming. So they've got the smell, they've got the texture and the sound of the crinkle. And for a cat that wants to maybe use something like a kicker, they can do that with it as well. It's really soft. So I'm not plugging it because it's you guys. Honestly, I'm just saying this is, it looks like nothing, but it's fantastic for cats. So it's, don't be always attracted to what you think looks beautiful, because you're not buying it for you, you're buying it for the cat. So these are definitely great. And they were in the VIP bags, I believe, last year.
They were, yes, they were. Different toys were in the VIP bags. Yep, indeed.
Yeah. So there you go.
Our other one. Yeah.
Hugo's got it now.
We've this year we've actually got one of the subjects, and I know Becky, you were involved in this, is quite a bit of feline fashion appearing at the show, didn't we? And this year we've actually secured two different feline fashion artists who are bringing their unique designs all around cats, t-shirts, hoodie, all sorts coming. So we're expecting the fashion side to go up another level.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm glad you said for humans, because straight away when you said feline fashion, I was thinking, oh no, Cat Show Live, please don't start putting cats in costumes.
No.
Just for humans. I'm here for that.
First. But absolutely, I think, and we want to encourage people as well to dress up for the show. You know, we love seeing everyone in cat themed get ups. I think last year we did like a highlight video of, well, both years we've done a highlight video of all the cat fashion from the visitors on the day, and our traders too. So if you're coming, please do get your cat themed tees, or go all out and just dress up as a cat if you want to, whiskers and all. But yeah, no, we love it, and it's just another side of the show we really want to develop more. David in the comments says, what a fabulous idea, young Sam, party ring corner. I have the super-sized party ring tin ready. Bloomin' loved Retail Avenue. Christopher got very nervous as I went through with my credit card. That's the thing. Set a budget before you go in, because there's so much there. But if you can at least come away with a few special bits that'll make a difference to your cat, then that's a job well done. But there's no pressure to spend anything, and there's a lot more at the show than just Retail Avenue. But the shopping, I don't know what percentage are we booked up now, Sam, for
I was looking at the floor plan. I was looking at the floor plan the other day, because all our small stands had sold, so we've redesigned a couple of areas to bring in some more smaller areas for the smaller stands. So we're probably getting towards the 70% mark, I would say, 70-75% mark on the sales. We've still got to make room for one or two features as well. So I think in the next probably 3 months, I would anticipate us being sold out almost, which will be amazing. To think that we've still got 6 months to go. If we're sold out in 3 months, we've got 3 months to go to the event. So it's just, even yesterday I was out at a local competitive cat show in my area, and I met a young artist, and all she does and draws is cats. So and she's been wanting to attend and hasn't bitten the bullet. And I think with all the different bits on our social media, she's decided she wants to take the jump and come. So, and that's lovely, because we're welcoming a young artist who's just starting out. At the moment, it's her side hustle. So she's obviously independent, and I think it's a fantastic platform that we can help support and promote businesses like that alongside your established global companies. And I think that's really important. And that's fed into our brand directory as well, hasn't it, Becky? With the development of the brand directory, because not only are you attending the show, we're also building an area and a platform where you can highlight your businesses in our brand directory. And as we develop it, we'll become the go-to. So as Amanda was talking a minute ago, and I'm sure BD, you'll back this up in a minute as well, that when you're online looking for ideas and new product launches, as we build, will be that platform people go and land on to get those ideas and find out that information on, is that company genuine, what they're selling? Because BD, have you found it hard at times as a cat owner when you're looking for ideas?
Yeah, definitely. Cat trees was a big thing for me to find something that was really good. And I'm currently in the market for harnesses. I'm going to switch Vesper and Gooses from collars with their trackers onto harnesses. So if you've got any advice, we are in the market for a harness or two.
Perfect. So any harness companies out there that spot this and watch it, come and talk to us, because there's a market out there. People are looking. And I receive the monthly pet product marketing magazine, which is a trade magazine. I don't know if you get that, Amanda, at all in your travels. And it was very interesting. I haven't got it here actually, because we took it to the show with us. But the front page, the highlight is all about the cat market and the growth in the cat sector in the pet industry at the moment. And there is no word of a lie, there is a 4-page article on things like food, litter, the obvious ones, but then it's harnesses and leads and microchipping, it's accessories, enrichment in the home, Amanda, a topic close to your heart. And it's full of all of this and how those independents are jumping onto that sector and really starting to make some noise.
I think it's also worth mentioning, as an independent, as maybe a would-be person wanting to come and exhibit at the Cat Show Live, you can do it in full confidence. One, that obviously the show is a huge success and we're now in the 3rd year. And secondly, you bring a lot of stock, because I think somebody put a comment in, the retailers will have a good day. Now, obviously, if you're a retailer, maybe of a cat harness, and you're thinking, well, I'm just a small brand, can I afford the outlay to actually go to the Cat Show Live? Yes, you can, and it would be worth you doing it, because you will sell everything. I virtually sold out of everything from Pet Remedy. I mean, Bev, you worked so hard on the stand for me. You know what the sales were like. They were incredible, weren't they?
Yeah, it was insane. I think we sold out of all of the kitten things by lunchtime. So then we were just looking at all the kind of the other enrichment kind of toys and stuff after that. And Pet Remedy was just flying.
Yeah, so so anybody who wants to have a stand, then you're going to be well rewarded for your time and your efforts in putting it all together. So and you can book your slot with confidence.
Oh,
yeah,
great
absolutely. Yeah. David, just to catch up on some comments, David put, our Regal Lady Willow is a huge fan of Valerian. She has a Valerian cloud toy. Yeah, plenty of things like that at the show.
Love that, David.
Yeah. Pete says trade have such a good day at TCSL. Becky said they do. I loved speaking to everyone on the day, and many stands sold out. So yes, all very exciting. Very excited to bring
probably
back
the one complaint.
That was new ones.
That was probably the one complaint, wasn't it, Becky? That people, when we had feedback on our surveys, the one, and it wasn't really a complaint. It was like we got there and people were sold out.
Yeah. The traders know this year to bring more, so don't worry about that.
Absolutely,
anyway,
yeah.
So moving on to, sorry, I think I might be lagging a little bit, so I'm not being super rude and talking over everybody if that's what they think. But moving on to the upcoming private live stream with the lovely Amanda. So we're planning a exclusive live stream just for the top cat members of the Cat Club. So that's coming up on the 12th of March at 7 p.m. So if you want to join that and have an opportunity to speak with Amanda, then then join our cat club at the Top Cat membership before the 12th of March. And what can people expect from that session, Amanda?
Well, I think I may do a little unveiling of baby X. So I'll have my babies, here, but it's not just about the babies, obviously. It's about those questions maybe that you want to ask a behaviourist that you perhaps can't afford having like a little one-to-one with a behaviourist, and you want to know what litter should I be using, why is my cat doing this, what can I do to prevent my cat doing certain behavioural issues. This is your time to actually get a private one-to-one, obviously in a room of other people, but it's your chance to actually ask any questions about your cat's behaviour whatsoever. But what I will say is I can't answer medical questions, Becky, but if it is because some conditions, behavioural and physiological, will coexist. So if there's something that I'm unsure about, then I will actually then refer them on to their vet, or say you need to seek advice from a vet, or if it's something out of my remit, I can certainly point them in the right direction. So I think it's going to be really valuable, and this is not going to be the only one that we're doing, is it? So there will be, if they join and become a member, then there will be other things up and coming as well that they can benefit from. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because you actually get to meet the members as well, and you end up recognizing the members, and then they become real people. They're not just messages on a screen. You end up knowing what the cat's called, and then when they come back again, maybe for the next live, we can say, okay, how was your cat, did that work? And they can have a chat amongst themselves as well, which is really good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about finding like-minded people, other people who have got cats and don't necessarily, like you say, know the right route to go for certain issues and certain problems. David says the party ring guys will be there with the Lady Willow. Young Amanda simply became a Top Cat member whilst Christopher was having a nap. Oh, well, welcome to the club. And this is exactly what it's all about, and having people like Amanda as part of the club, that is that piece of wisdom, that sort of hand holding. And like you said, even if you don't know if it's an issue that isn't in your remit, just having somebody else to sound it off with, and be pointed in the right direction, or have, just know that you're not alone with certain issues as well, by what the other members are going through with their cats. And I think as a first time cat owner, I was really worried that some questions were a stupid question, especially because I work in the pet industry, but there really isn't such thing as a stupid question. I think you voicing that and doing that bit extra to make sure your cat's okay just makes you the best owner possible, because you're being responsible and you're taking that chance to make something better for your cat. So there's no such thing as a stupid question.
No, I always say you have to cross Silly Bridge. That when you get into that zone, when you think, I really want to ask this question, but I'm scared because I don't want to feel silly or stupid. I call it Silly Bridge. You've got to cross Silly Bridge to get to the other side, and the other side is knowledge and empowerment. And you know what? There may be other people that are thinking and they've got the same question. And a day when we stop learning, and a day when we stop asking questions, is a day that we should walk away from the industry, because I learn something every day. I learn from clients, I learn from other people on chats and things. So be open-minded, and be ready to learn and ask those questions, because there's no such thing as a daft question.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's that. So 12th of March, private live stream, opportunity for Q&A. If you do have questions specifically before, when you remember, feel free to send us a message so Amanda can do some research first to help you in the best way. But yeah, we're really looking forward to that one. Moving on then. So we are working on all of the rescue side of the Cat Show Live at the moment. We have our Hope Alley section, and Becky will confirm in the comments, I think is pretty much almost full as well. We've got huge list of incredible rescues and charities joining us this year, and we're really, really excited to be welcoming Everclean back as a sponsor of Hope Alley and our rescue activity throughout the year. So that just enables us to be able to do so much more for these rescues. Everclean were with us last year. They were the very impressive big blue looking stand, and their cat litter is life changing for a lot of their customers. So and they're an amazing team, so friendly, and we're really, really excited that they're supporting our rescue initiatives for the year. Sam, I'll let you talk a little bit about what's coming up in terms of the directory, etc., and all of those announcements from this week.
Yeah, so the rescue aspect of our campaign is really growing, and it's changing, and it's I love the word pivoting all the time. Having Everclean on board as one of the sponsors in that area, or the major sponsor in that area, is fantastic, as Becky just said, for us as we're moving forwards. We've got some other big plans in that area, because a lot of people don't realise or may have forgotten that, yes, we're delivering our third event this year, but we don't actually celebrate our 2-year birthday until later this month in March. So we're still young, we're still babies. So we are looking to grow that area to be able to put back financially to support these little rescues. And somebody was asking us how we'd made the decision, or they were talking to me yesterday about it. And we were saying that there's fantastic rescues of all sizes. Amanda, you'll know that from those that you've worked with as well. Mm-hmm. But it's the little guys that don't have that support, do they? They don't have those marketing budgets. They don't have that big influx of money. They're volunteers. 95% of the time, they are totally volunteers, everybody that works. And they need that extra boost. And the Cat Show Live platform that we're building will support that, because we've got that reach, we've got that audience, we've got so many of you guys out there that want to help rescues. So we've got lots of plans coming, but the rescue directory is probably the biggest one at the moment. And what is the rescue directory? Well, it's quite simple. It's a free tool for a start. So any rescue, wherever you are in the UK, so it is UK based, can contact us, complete our form, upload your logo, your details of your rescue, some of the cats that maybe are looking for homes at the moment, that have been in the rescue for a long period of time perhaps, and we will get that onto our rescue directory platform. So very similar to the brand directory, but it's aimed at rescues. And we're going to utilize our platform. We're going to work with Amanda, BD, many other ambassadors as well, to develop that relationship. And we've got some big plans, haven't we, Becky, to even get to the point where we can take that digitally and monthly update cats looking for homes. And maybe in the next month or so, we can have a rescue session, a rescue live, where we are
that'd be brilliant,
focused on highlighting those rescues, talking about some of their cases at the moment. Maybe they're looking to raise some funding, and we can do something on a live stream somewhere, or even visiting them as well. That's the other aspect. So lots planned, and I could talk probably for another 30 minutes on that. So I'm going to shut up now and let Amanda pop in some points that she may have picked up on, or I may not have mentioned, or Becky.
Well, we may have a overseas rescue alliance, of course.
Yeah.
Don't know whether I was meant to mention that, but maybe I just have.
I haven't updated Becky, I don't think, on that one yet. So
no, it's news to me, but
okay. This is what happens when Sam and I go for coffee, you see. we end up going like this, and so that I'm really excited about that, if it all happens, because there's stray cats all over the world. And again, you're talking about one little cat's life can be changed massively by a rescue charity. Now that's overseas, but that's something for maybe we can talk about another time that I wasn't meant to say. But certainly for rescues, I feel really passionate about it. And some people, you know, when you go on social media, they'll say, "Oh gosh, I've been asked to pay X amount of pounds for a rescue cat." But what you don't realise is that rescue cat, just in a humble little grassroots rescue, has had to probably be microchipped, flea treatment, worm treatment, maybe neutered, and all of that has to come from somewhere. So that's where your donation is. So you're not actively buying a cat, you're actually supporting a rescue to help other cats as well. And it's something I'm so passionate about. And support the local rescues, because they haven't got big retail shops, they haven't got vans, they haven't got a vet on site, they have to pay huge vet bills. So I know one charity close to me, Next Steps Rescue, they do a 50p Friday. So 50p, it may not, you may think, oh, I just don't want to give just 50p. But if everybody who supports them gave just 50p, that really would make a difference.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to give your local rescue 50p or a pound. They won't think you're being, you know, skinny with your money. They'll just be really grateful for it, because if everybody had that viewpoint, you know, they don't, you watch the television and you see all these charities, these big huge charities asking for monthly donations. Well, these little charities, they do amazing work and they haven't got the funds, and if they had, I don't think they'd want to spend them on big adverts anyway. I think they'd want to spend them on getting more cats. And you're quite right, Sam, these are all volunteers. These are people that have daytime jobs, that rely on the goodwill of cat-loving humans to open their home up to be foster carers so that they can take these cats in. So yeah, do support your local cat charities. And if you can't foster, maybe you can phone up and say, okay, I've got some unwanted Christmas gifts, can I donate these for a tombola stall, because this is how they make money as well. So fundraising is hugely important for cat charities.
It's funny, I don't know if Pete's still talking to me after yesterday, but you're talking about volunteering for fosters. But I suddenly was chatting to Claudia at Raggy Paws, and she was talking about she's got some more cats coming in, and she's trying to get them sorted out whilst at the show yesterday. So while she's off showing herself and at the show and a full-time job, she was trying to organise Saturday afternoon some admin in for the cats that needed to come in and be supported. And one of them is a young mum with young babies that's coming in, and I just suddenly suddenly occurred to me, and I looked at her and went, well, if you ever need somebody, I'm happy. And she just looked at me, she said, well, I was a breeder for 10 years, so what's the one thing I've got experience in? It's newborns, kittens, labour.
Yeah,
I've been through it all, I've seen it all. And I thought, you know what, I would absolutely love to support some rescues and do that.
That would be amazing. But you'd be a failed fosterer though, Sam. You'd end up with loads of cats, because you'd be like,
you would have 100 cats.
Well, this was my reasoning to Pete when he returned to the conversation, because he looked at me and went, we don't have the room. And I went, we do, we have the second bedroom. She said, well, what happens when people come to stay? I said, don't worry about that, they'll love it. They're your kitten nannies if they're in there. And he was looking at me, and I said, but look at it this way, honey. I said, we bring them into the world, or we help bringing them into the world. We help nurture them to get them spayed and neutered. We can help find them those homes because of our platform. It's a fantastic opportunity. And I said, look at it this way. In 15 to 16 weeks' time, they go on their way. So you haven't got to worry about me becoming that ultimate crazy cat lady with 40 cats, because I will. Yeah. That would be so good and so rewarding as well. And also having knowledgeable cat nannies to be able to get the best out of the kittens, to set them up for success, basically. Having a knowledgeable home. And that's the thing with these foster carers, they get the cats, the kittens, sometimes they may have trauma, or you know, they literally make them into robust and great kittens and cats to go elsewhere into forever homes, because
generally you don't want the cats coming back into rescue. And that's the other thing I think I quickly mention. A good rescue, if ever there's a problem, they will always take the kitten back.
Yeah, no, they will. But
or the cat back.
It's the same with a good breeder as well.
Exactly, Sam. Yeah.
Yesterday is that your good breeders and your good rescues will always be there for you, no matter what happens in your life. And I think this is something that people don't realise, cat owners don't realise. And things change in life. Things can happen at the click of a finger. You don't know. You can't predict it. But as a former breeder myself, I still get news, and I've not had a litter of kittens for 10 years now. It'll be 10 years this year. But there are still cats alive from my breeding program. A lot of them are older now. I mean, Belle's 17, and Mellie's 12, who are here with me, all bred by me and been with me. But I still hear from those owners, and there has been an occasion 2 years ago now where husband and wife had separated, and they just reached out to me because they felt that they couldn't agree where they were going and what was happening in their lives. One of them was very ill, so they asked me to see if I could find a home for their little girl. And I knew somebody who had rehomed a cat for me who had lost her name was Scrappy, who I'd had, and I'd had her spayed, and she'd gone to live with them and given them another 10 years of an amazing life, and they'd adored her. And I picked the phone up to them and said, look, I know you lost her a year ago, and you did say you knew you'd be ready, but you didn't know when, and it was just the right time. It was the right phone call, and before I knew it, they had another Maine Coon in their lives in the most fantastic way possible. So we do, as breeders, we do good breeders, good ethical breeders, and rescues will always be there. Absolutely, always be there.
Amazing. And I'm sorry, guys, but I have to love you and leave you so that I can catch my lift back to Sunderland. I'm currently in London, so I'm going to let you guys finish off the rest of the stream, if that's okay. And I will be on one of the lives this week anyway, on Tuesday or Thursday night, but I'll let Sam explain what's happening there.
And I'm just going to check in before you run to make sure what else have I got to cover, because I haven't found my email.
So upcoming shows
Yes.
you guys are attending, the competition and the lives.
Perfect.
Cool. Right. I will love you guys.
Safe trip back, Becky.
Bye.
Safe travels.
And then there were 3.
And then there were 3. You watch it all go pear-shaped now. Yeah, we wanted to, I think we wanted to talk about certainly the Grand Supreme.
We do indeed want to talk about the Grand Supreme. So how many years have you attended the Supreme with the GCCF, Amanda?
Well, I didn't go, I don't know whether it was last year or the year before, but I've been a huge supporter of Grand Supreme before, obviously, the Cat Show Live became a thing.
Yes.
So for anyone who doesn't know, it is a competitive cat show. It's the pinnacle of the competitive cat show world.
Yeah.
And it's not dissimilar, but it's a different ethos, isn't it, in a way, to the Cat Show Live? I mean, maybe you can explain better there.
It is. So the GCCF is the British registry. It's the largest registry in Britain and the oldest. Is it the oldest? I'd have to be a bit careful there on that one. I'd have to check the facts on that one. So GCCF has competitive shows that run all around the country, pretty much 52 weeks of the year. Well, 50 weeks of the year. So that's every weekend somewhere in the country there is something going on with the GCCF. In fact, I was at one of their shows, the Coventry and Leicester Cat Club show yesterday, and they'll have anywhere from 100 cats up to 300, 400 cats at one of those shows. So they're big shows and they're busy. Now, the Supreme. What is the Supreme? So the Supreme is the grand slam of the year, isn't it? So if you think of tennis and your grand slams, that is what the Supreme is. It's historically the biggest show. So they would expect to have around 600 cats or more in competition. And ultimately, they are looking to crown the overall Supreme exhibit, so best in show. So this year is a very special year because not only is the Supreme Show happening at the end of April, we also have the World Cat Congress travelling into the UK for a 4-day congress, which is including a conference, a gala dinner, a load of educational talks, and just an amazing event over those 4 days. But it's going to culminate in the Supreme Cat Show in April. And it's being held up our way, isn't it, Amanda?
It is, yeah. It's in Liverpool, and it's on a Sunday, so lots of people will be obviously not at work, so they can come along. And I know that Cat Show Live is, I'm going to say, exhibiting there, got a trade stand there. And hopefully we're going to be, as in my stand and the Happy Kitty blankets, along with wonderful Bev, are going to be next door to you, hopefully, so we can keep popping in. And what have you got in plan? What have you got in store for me on your stand then, Swan? Tell me now.
We're going to really go all out this year. So we're working very closely with the GCCF to help support them. And we're going to be doing lots of promotion to let everybody know about this competitive event that's happening in Liverpool and really help tell you all about it. So if you've got any questions about it, far away. But on the day, it's a 1-day event on the Sunday, as Amanda said. And on the day, we are planning to do some small educational talks on the Cat Show Live stand. So we're going to have a number of guests, including Amanda, joining us to do some Q&A sessions. So you're welcome to stop by, come and say hello, meet the team. Beatty, has she roped you in? Has she managed to rope you in?
Of course I have. Of course I have.
The dates in the diary.
I'll make sure she comes to me the day before, so she has no choice then.
No escape.
No escape.
We've got the lovely both Becky's travelling down for it. I've got both Becky's booked to come down for it, and we've got our southern team coming up as well. So we've
Becky's just put a comment to say that the Supreme's going to be her first competition, first competitive Cat Show Live Cat Show she's ever been to. So Becky's really excited about that too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yours, okay, great.
So that will be excellent. So we also have been given permission to run a live stream from the event as well. And I believe because it is the last Sunday in the month, it makes sense to be doing one of our live streams. So as long as the technology works, then we will be streaming live from the Supreme Cat Show, probably looking a little bit bedraggled and tired. And I'm just checking the date.
26th of April it is.
26th, but I wanted to make sure I had it the right date before I said it.
I just double checked then because me and diaries don't always get on, but yeah, it's the 26th of April.
I was checking my third diary to make sure. So
yeah.
The 26th of April, Sunday, at Liverpool, at the International Exhibition. Well, it's not. Is it the International Exhibition Centre? It's changing names at the moment. So it's at the main exhibition centre in Liverpool, but we will be posting all the details and the postcodes out on it. So incredibly exciting. Tickets are available on Eventbrite as well. So we will be posting some links over to let everybody know. But if you want to experience and you don't want to wait until September, and you want to experience a competitive cat event, then the Supreme I would highly recommend coming to see, and of course coming to see the team. And if Party Ring guys are available, come on down and see it.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I gave a talk one year at the Grand Supreme and it was fantastic. They've got a great sort of arena stage there. And it was lovely to interact with the crowds that were there, to do the Q&A. And again, it's a brilliant vibe. It's a really, really nice show to attend. And you don't have to just be interested in showing cats. Obviously, that's the main reason people go there. You can go just because you love cats and you want to see the different breeds there, and if you are looking for a certain breed, then maybe you can find a breeder and touch base with them and ask them questions as well. So it's a great event to go to. So I'm looking forward to it, and because it's nice and local as well, then yeah, better still.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. So between now and the Supreme, I am on the road a little bit. I'm venturing back down south to my roots. So I'm disappearing from the piece of Cheshire and heading down to Surrey for 10 days. Can you believe? So next Friday, I'm heading from Crufts. I'm going via Crufts. Got to do the obligatory pop into Crufts and say hello to a few friends. So I'm going via Crufts next Friday on down to a Tika show, which will be down in Leatherhead. Felinology is the club, and that's a lovely Tika show. So that's the International Cat Association. If you're southern based, great competitive show to come and see. It will have anywhere from 100 to 150 cats in competition. Now, how would you describe Tika differs from the GCCF, Amanda? How would you say that?
So I think Tika is a little more personal, I think. So when you get your judges, the cat that's being judged is on a platform there, and they're discussing the confirmation and things like that. They're actually interacting, and there's a little bit of an audience area where set back from the judging area where people can actually participate and ask questions. So it's a little bit more up close and personal, I think, than the
isn't it?
GCCF.
Yeah.
That's my perspective anyway. They're both brilliant, but they do different things. They're completely different.
Yeah, they are different. And I think you've absolutely touched on the point that technically what they say is that Tika is ring judged. So when they say ring judged, what they mean by that is that the cats are brought to the ring, and the owners will be there as well, and you will have a small area where you can sit and listen, and the judge will actually talk to you and explain, and they will actually, when they make their awards, they will actually talk to you about why they've made the award. When they present the finals, they will discuss why that cat may be the best in that ring on that day. I think the other thing which I love about it, and I showed all the organisations when I was a cat owner and breeder and showing, is that I loved about two things I love. One is that you were with your cat all day. So you and your cat had that bond at that show. And when people say, oh my God, my cat would not do it, I couldn't take a cat. I can't imagine. It's awful. It's stressful. It's this. It isn't for those cats. Those cats, that's what they thrive and love to do. And what we have to remember is a competition or a registry wouldn't have cats there that didn't enjoy it. They wouldn't allow it if they didn't enjoy it. And there was a perfect example yesterday. It had been a long day. There was a beautiful young exotic or British, I can't remember what breed it was. It was tired. It was young. It was tired. And it had made the best in show lineup. And the judge went in to go and get them out to present them and just said, I'm not going to. He's tired. He's had a great day. He's had a long day. I'm going to judge him from his pen. And I thought that was really, really good. So their welfare is absolutely number one. And with the cats in Tika, they're around, they're all over, they're on their leads, they're wandering around, they'll be on their owner's arms. I mean, Belle, who used to show with me, she literally would sit on my arm, on my shoulder, and just watch everybody. And if she wasn't there, she was sitting on a cat tower on my stand. And that's the way Belle spent her day at the show. She wasn't locked away in a pen all day. She just was there. And if somebody came by with a treat or a toy, she'd be, yeah, hello, I'm there, I'm ready to play. And that was what she loved. So it's very much hands-on from the Tika's point of view, whereas the GCF, you're not included in the judging program. It's judged on a little table by the pen. They go to your pen and judge you there. So that's the Tika show next weekend. It's a 2-day show, Saturday and Sunday, and tickets are available on Ticket Tailor for Felinology, and we will post some links on that this week. And then I'm down south all week working hard, lots of meetings and exciting things planned. And then I head off to a GCCF show the following Saturday. And I'll be spending the day at the Surrey and Sussex Cat Club show in Woking Leisure Centre.
Fantastic. I think from a behavioural point of view, because cat shows historically have had a lot of a negative association with behaviour. And the first cat shows I went to, I obviously went with behaviourist head on.
Yes.
And spoke to some of the breeders, because I wouldn't say that I was averse, but I hadn't been into the show circuit. I hadn't seen what it was like, but I wanted to experience it as a behaviourist with my knowledge and thinking, okay, is this fair to the cats? Is this cruel to the cats? And I have to say, I was so pleasantly surprised, right from the vets on site, the vet nurses that were there, and vetting in procedure, and the whole atmosphere in there. If there was a cat that wasn't happy there, like you say, Sam, it would be removed, or it would be covered up at the very least before then it could be removed. It wouldn't go again. But a lot of these cats are actually, they show them from kittens, so they're habituated into that whole show circuit. They're used to going in cars, they're used to being handled. That's what they have been potentially bred for. To And it's not just about my cat's better than your cat. It's not about that. It's about creating a beautiful line of a breed that is going to show the best of that breed, rather than the backyard breeders. And so that's another aspect of showing. It's about promoting good breeding ethics as well. So, and obviously seeing the GCCF, I've been to Tika, and they're phenomenal. The cats love it. You've literally got cats on, what's that big Maine Coon called that sits on a trolley, on basically an open platform pushchair. He's huge and he just gets pushed around. And then there's the gorgeous Siberian, what's his name?
Oh goodness me!
He was on you were working with him the other. It's not Colin, it's not Trevor, but it's the name like
Neville.
What? Neville, thank you, Bev. Yeah, so you've got Neville, and I mean, these cats, you see, just walking around on leads, they're having the best time. That Tika have an agility as well, where an agility pen, don't they, where you can go in, take your cat in one at a time, and you can have fun on the agility. And you'll have some cats that do agility, and they free roam in there. They're having a great time. A cat does not perform if it doesn't want to. A cat will only do what it wants to if it feels safe, comfortable, and it's used to that environment.
And there's a lot of household pets as well that attend the Tika shows and the GCCF shows as well. So you don't have to have a pedigree cat. When I first started showing with my original boy, before I was a breeder, I was a cat owner with a Maine Coon, and I had a little domestic girl called Mia. And I took both of them to the shows, and Basha didn't enjoy it, so I didn't keep going with Basha. But Mia loved it, and she did so well as a little household pet, and she loved it. And she'd be out, and she'd stretch up the poles, and I only, even as a breeder later on, I only ever showed cats that I knew enjoyed it. If I had a cat that didn't enjoy it, I just didn't keep going with them. It's and I was one of those people, Amanda, like you, when I first went to try and get information on Maine Coons, because I didn't know anything about them. I went to a competitive cat show because that was what was available to find out. And I went to a FEEF show, a Felis Britannica show, and I remember going in and saying, I don't think I'd ever show. I couldn't imagine bathing a cat. I couldn't imagine getting them ready or taking them, or the cat wanting to do it. And I ended up campaigning for 3 or 4 years. So it changed my outlook on it for exactly the same reasons as you. And I never thought I'd be one of those people traveling and doing shows.
Yeah, it's getting the cat used to it. And people say, oh, the car journey's stressful for them. Well, no, because they're actually habituated, they're used to going in the car for journeys. And that's what I'm doing with Bueno now. I'm taking him for car journeys. I take him into my vets regularly just to say hello to the vets and say hello to the staff there. Just take him out anywhere, take him out in his buggy, get him used to that. I'm not going to take him to a show, because obviously I'm busy there doing other things, but that's what I'm doing. I'm getting him used to all the different aspects of in the outdoor world. And that's what I mean. Look at Bongo, you know, the cat that was on the David Baddiel Catman show, who goes paddleboarding. Well, you can't just pick a cat up and put it on a paddleboard if it's not being used to it and if it doesn't want to do it. So it's cats are really, really capable of doing anything. It's just setting them up and getting them used to it in a very, very gentle way. And that's what the fantastic show fraternity know and do, because they know if they don't get the cats and the kittens used to it, they're not going to get placed, and no point going.
No. Absolutely. Now, I believe Party Ring guys are now going to be paying us a visit.
Oh gosh, you're going to have party rings now. Can you make sure you just have orange and green party rings, though?
The question on the day is going to be, do you eat the icing or the biscuit first?
Oh, it just goes in one go.
So, and they obviously know Woking because they know the fabulous Peacock Shopping Centre, which I know well because that's my an old area where I lived for a while. So I'm wondering whether they are southern boy, whether he's from down south. I don't know.
Oh, you've got a high BD from somebody there. You've got your own little fan club going on there, Bev. And there was a comment from Pete, and it was a big long no, and I think that was to do with having more kittens. I don't know.
Yeah, I might have some more smooth talking to do.
Yeah, no, Pete, you're not going to win that one. I tell you that now.
I came away and thought, I don't know why I'd never thought about it before.
I used to foster, and whilst it was so rewarding, I think one year I had over 100 kittens that went through my cattery, and it was very, very rewarding. I loved it, but it was, for me, it was heartbreaking. I just couldn't say goodbye to them. I ended up with 10 kittens. It said 10 cats in my home of various ages that I just couldn't say goodbye to. So, but it is rewarding, but you just have to know your strengths and weaknesses, and fostering for me is certainly a weakness.
I always said, people said to me, "Oh, you'll never let them go," and I said, "Well, I think I was one of the ones where I was lucky enough that I knew when they were going to the right homes. I had the right homes for them, and I was able to. Occasionally, there'd be one that would come along, and then they would stay, as Santos did, into my breeding program potentially. So they would stay from that side, and I know there's one I still remember even now that he wouldn't eat. He would not eat, and photos still flash up now on him, and I had a heck of a job getting him to a point where I could find a home for him, and I didn't even sell him in the end. He went for £1 because you legally have to do a legal contract, so he went for £1. He's had the most amazing life, and but he had a real tough start in life. He just had lots of problems. So I think I'm lucky enough that I wouldn't say detach myself.
No, I know what you mean. I think that's because you've been a breeder as well, because you breed and you know that you're not going to keep them all. You may keep one if you want to carry that line down. So you've already got that psyche of, a little bit of detachment. Yeah,
you do. You have to. It's sort of compartmentalizing them, and I suppose how you love them, isn't it? How you love and care, and I get more satisfaction out of those photos and that news of the cat when it's done. I mean, I had Gally. She's very sadly no longer with us now, but she was one that went to Leatherhead in Leatherhead area, a very highly decorated police officer and his wife and 2 children, and she was a young girl that I'd had, beautiful silver and white, and she ended up needing at about 6 years old a double hip replacement op. Because she'd had problems with her hips, and they contacted me about it, and we discussed the processes and everything, and at that point I said, well, do you want me to have her back and I'll handle everything? But it was absolutely no. They just wanted reassurance, talk it through, but they gave her the absolute best in life, and she lived another sort of 5-6 years pain-free, back out hunting in their garden and stuff. So it's lots of stories and lots of things. So an interesting one. So we've just been talking about the shows, haven't we? And we're digressing.
Easily done.
And I think shows. Was there anything else we had to discuss? Oh, we've got the live.
Yeah. Instagram and Facebook Live.
Yeah, so Tuesday evening will be Instagram Live catch up. I don't know whether it'll be me or Becky doing that one, and then Thursday will be the other one of us doing the other platform this week. So that'll be a chance to catch up. This will be on the YouTube channel, so it'll be loaded up onto the YouTube channel for you guys, so you'll be able to catch up on it
and ask any questions.
Emails, ask any questions, we'll answer them. We're building the platform. If you want to join the Cat Club membership, as you know, it's free. Come and sign up to join it, or become. Oh yes, I've just been reminded. Competition.
Yeah, competition.
Beatty, are you familiar with the competition?
Yes, I am familiar with the competition.
Would you like to tell everybody about it?
Yeah, I guess so. So we have a funny video of your cat competition to win 2 VIP tickets. Right?
That's right, 2 gold VIP tickets. Gold.
The creme de la creme of VIP tickets. Access to many, many awesome areas. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have, and it's running. So we're taking the. I'm being reminded by Becky as well, who's adminning and moderating. Yeah, so we've got this amazing video competition, as Beatty just said. Send your videos. There's 2 links. You've got 2 options to send it through to, either Google Forms if you've got a Gmail account, or you can just click our link and upload it straight onto us. We want an unedited version of your video. You need to be happy that we can use your video and that we can have some fun with it. And we will be announcing a winner. I don't actually know when it's ending, so I'm not going to say.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. When does it end? So basically, if you want to enter the competition, do it now. Do it as soon as possible, and then you can be in with your chance to win 2 gold tickets, VIP tickets to the Cat Show Live, which means you get in for free.
You do. You get in for free into the VIP area, goodie bags, meet and greet a cat of your choice. And they are sold out, those gold tickets as well. So fantastic opportunity. So I think we've just talked for just over an hour. Can you believe?
Oh gosh, that's terrible. It's no wonder we have a coffee catch up and it lasts about 3 hours, and we have to keep doing regular trips to the ticket machine to put more money on the ticket on the car. When's the next live for the next the monthly live?
Next live
on here, yeah.
I'm told 31st of March. Is that correct? I'm just checking that one. We're in March now, aren't we?
We are.
No, it'll be the 29th of March, won't it?
29th. 29th of March. Well, that'll be an interesting one for Bev and I. Go on, Bev, tell them why.
I don't know. Is there something? Is there a little plan?
There might be.
Holiday.
You're on holiday.
Right, but it's okay. We'll find a cat rescue, and we'll find a cat, and we'll just have we'll hop on a sun lounger and a live stream. So yeah, the 29th.
I think
we actually fly back that day, but we can do something on the Sunday morning. Yeah, so we'll have on the time difference. We'll just have to. It'll be 10 o'clock UK time, won't it? So that'll be interesting, Beth.
I have to remind
Pack your t-shirts.
We're global. We're going to be global already.
Absolutely. So that'd be brilliant to do that. So viewers, if they want to leave any questions relating to what we've talked about today, go ahead, leave them in comments, and members of the team will be in to answer them on catch up. Join us on the 29th of March for the next live. Join the competition. Yes. Join the Cat Show Live Cat Club, because especially, and then the Top Cat section as well. Yes. So you can join the Q&A. I'm just trying to think about what we've talked about. And obviously, if you haven't bought your ticket to the Cat Show Live, then why not go and buy one now?
Absolutely. Competition ends on the 31st of March, which Becky had just reminded me on. So she says, so we're running it for the month. So get your videos in, or snap some videos if you've got them. Doesn't have to be anything fancy at all. We're just looking for some funny cat videos to share some funny cat love with everybody in March. I believe David has said we're going to be serenaded walking into the VR. No, that's nothing to do with me. I'm not involved in that. Beadie and Becky are going to be serenaded. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. We're going to need to make sure there's a few cameras around.
Microphones.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to be in hiding, particularly if it happens at the Supreme. But we've got lots of competition. I've been reminded about. Amanda, was there anything? Oh, we've got your top cat. Yeah, no, you've mentioned your top cat. We've talked about a lot.
I'm looking forward to the Q&A, because I really, really like that, because you get a lot of organic, real questions, obviously, that people have got, and problems. So, and you never know what you're going to get asked. So I really like those sort of non-scripted parts of interaction with cat customers and cat members as well. Love those.
Yeah, no, you nearly had a panic phone call from me over a cat behaviour topic for my sister, because I got a panic phone call. She's got a boy who I bred who's 12 years old, called Blaze. Lovely big red boy. Should be called Garfield. He's grumpy.
Yeah. Oh.
Got that grumpy Garfield face. He's a lovely boy, and she just said he's peeing. He's peeing everywhere. Why is he peeing everywhere? I'm like, right, okay. He's just peeing. I can't. And of course, it's very stressful for the owner, isn't it? You've got a cat, you've had no problems, and then suddenly they're peeing. They're peeing on your bed. They're peeing in the lounge. It's like, what's going? Is he ill? Is he this? So I literally had the Amanda hat on, Kitty City hat on. I'm like, right, okay. And what's changed? Is he peeing a lot? Is it because I was trying to work out? Is it the fact he's got problems? Is it illness or whatever? And I came down, and she said he stopped using his tower. That was the other thing. So she said he'd stopped using his tower as well. And I just said, I'll come down. We'll sort your tower out. We'll do a bit of a redesign on your tower to give him, because he's struggling with his back legs now because he's older. So I said, we'll sort your tower out to help there. I said, let's see if that helps. And then I'll just have a look at him and see whether I think he's a bit under the weather. So we'll tell you the outcome of it when we do our secret top cat. So if you want to find out what happened, Amanda and you and I can do a little chat about it, and I'll raise it with you there and see whether I got it right.
Yeah, that'll be brilliant. Okay.
So we'll say, because we've been talking for a while now.
Yeah, it's been great to catch up anyway, and we'll see you on the 12th, hopefully.
Absolutely. So thanks for everybody who's joined us. And if you're watching it on catch up, leave a comment, leave a message, and make sure you come and subscribe. But I think that's all from me for now. So I'm going to be signing off and saying goodbye, and have a lovely rest of the weekend. Don't forget those tickets for the Cat Show Live. And over to Beadie.
See you later. Meow for now.
Meow for now from me.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.